Okie dokie, artichokes. Doesn't she look good? This is bicycle wrap, bicycle handlebar wrap. Video of it somewhere. Just type in bicycle novice lumberjack. You'll come up. $13.5. Holy shit. Oh, yeah! Give it a little bit more fuel. See how that... Muy bien! Yeah, runs great. Is it as strong as the Thunder Kitten, my 4910 that has been ported by Charles Briscoe? Known to produce them at 5.5 horsepower. Is it as strong as the Thunder Kitten? I think probably it is. I think it's right there in the ballpark. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but it's really, really nice. It's that's a nice saw. The only thing to do now is throw a 3/8 bar and chain on there, 24-inch, and cut this up. So let me do that real quick, and then we'll see how it does with a big 24-inch bar and 3/8 chain setup. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're all dressed up with a Canon 24-inch Super Bar. Woohoo! Professional ground groove. Okay. No, precision ground groove. Whatever. It's got the same Oregon EXL skip tooth. It's just had a few cuts on it. But I haven't sharpened it or anything. I can't remember. I think the last thing I ran this setup on was my, I guess it was probably my 359 that I ported. But whatever. Who cares? I'm going to go ahead. I forgot to get the RPM readings of what it was doing in the cut with the 18-inch bar, but we'll definitely get them with this one right here. Plug looks good. It's nice and brown. And so clearly I've got it, you know, jetted right. Now remember, I richened it up a little bit, and now it has the 24-inch bar on it, so it's making a bit of difference. But right there, free spin, it's at 12,900. Let's see what she'll do. That right there was between 11,300 and 11,600. Now I gotta say, these EXLs out of the box are not aggressive at all. So I don't think that it would be able to pull that with, you know, if I sharpened this chain and everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and lay on it and dig the dogs in. Oh. It's good. It's easy to lose sight that this is only 52 cc's, okay? Damn it, I can't. jumper. Oh, really? Man, I got to test it against the Thunder Kitten. And I got to test, I mean, I know it'll beat the Red Max. Or at least I think so. You know, who knows? It's weird whenever you get a saw like this, okay? Because it's only 50, what is it? 52 cc's, okay. So let's just call it, it's 52 cc's. It's a small 50 cc chassis, 52 cc's, and you run it and you go, well, I mean, it's not that strong because you're used to running 70 cc saws and ported 60 cc saws and stuff like that. And so you're like, well, it ain't that strong. But then you got to remind yourself, it's only 52 cc's. This is a tiny little saw with a big 24-inch bar in a shitload of red oak. This ain't pine, this ain't poplar, this ain't sweet gum, this ain't beech, you know, this is red oak, and it's a 50 cc saw pulling great. I was able to really pull on it. Now again, I get it, this is a skip tooth chain. I'm not gonna lose sight of that. It's a skip tooth chain and it's Oregon out of the box. So these things are known to have high rakers. If I've hand filed that and everything and made it more aggressive like I tend to do, it wouldn't pull it that easy. But it had no issue with that. That feels every bit as powerful as a really good 60 cc saw. You know? Like it ain't gonna have as much torque as say a 590, but it probably not far off. Definitely has more horsepower than a 590 because it's got more RPMs and it'll cut good. So I am skipping happy, you know, just fantastic. Very happy with this, and I'm very much looking forward to running it against the Thunder Kitten, but we'll save that for another day. This is excellent. I am very happy about my Jonsered running this good. I got to turn that idle up a little bit though. One more. Ugh, yeah, the low side needs some work, but I bet you, yeah, I bet you it's as strong as that 262, strong as a 359, might even be as strong as a 357. I mean, it runs good, very happy. Oh, can't forget, thanks to both Matt House and Pat Cajun. Okay, so the numbers on this thing, I went ahead and took 50 thousandths out of the squish. That's a lot. That's more than people usually do, I think. People usually do about 40 thousandths. I took 50 thousandths out. And actually, I got punished for that a little bit because it went way too thin around the transfers. These things have transfer caps, and whenever it gets into the transfer caps, it was right there. It was a little bit too thin on the actual base of the cylinder once I got everything machined and stuff. But it worked just fine. We're all good, it's golden. But the numbers, I was shooting for 16 degrees of blowdown, but then Pat was like, I do 12 degrees of blowdown. And I got to looking and I was like, well, with my intake where I wanted it, I wanted 78, right? And on the intake. So for a 40 degrees of crankcase compression, that would put me at 118 degrees of before my transfers opened, which means my exhaust is 106, 12 degrees of blowdown. So I probably would have hit Pat's numbers regardless, right? Once I got into it and started doing it, it was like, oh yeah, that's it. But I actually got 106 on the exhaust, 79 on the intake, which means I'm actually running 13 degrees of blowdown because I still got my 40 degrees before the transfers opened. So my transfers are opening at 119. Exhaust at 106, transfers open at 119. That gives me 13 degrees of blowdown. And for a 50cc saw, this thing's got torque for days. Look at that. You saw it. 24-inch bar in red oak. It's impressive.